tuned in to the #1 social media show on the net.
On the planet.
With your host, Bardo.
That's right.
WBGF TV.
Dice así. Here's a good part right here. Look. Boom. A classic boom music. What we live for. Only nothing but the best boom. Andre, remember back in the days when we was riding in them cars with them big speakers and boom music.
Yep, I remember that.
I remember them days. I remember dreaming. Listen, I remember my brother bought like an EV 18-inch, and then we needed money, and then he had like an old Jeep, and we sold that Jeep for $150. And then we went, and that was a big day for us to go over there and purchase the other EV, bro. Hold on one second. Let me make this one public. People, you might want to share this one. This one is a good one. This one is very important for our freestyle genre. Let me make this one public. Hold on. Before we start talking. Share. Okay. All right. Edit privacy. You press edit privacy and I send it to public. Okay, it's done. Okay. We can start talking, sir. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if 1 2 1 2. The volume is good. Yeah, volume is good. Okay, right here. What's up? We got freestyle executive, Andre M. Faria. What's up,
how you doing,
bro?
brother? Good. How you doing?
Good. We want to tell my people, because a lot of people in my platform, maybe they're not like linked to you, and I want to be able to just say exactly, who you is in our freestyle community.
Sure. So my name is Andre Faria, and I run a company called 6 Sense Media Group. We have 6 Sense TV, I Am Freestyle, several other entities, and we pretty much do a lot of the concerts in the tri-state area of New York with freestyle concerts, old school hip hop, as well as new school hip hop, within the tri-state area. So that's what we do.
Mm. What's the crisis for today? Because I'm all in the internet, because and I'm like, I'm watching this one, and this one is very personal to me, because I also do, like, for example, I know you're complaining about one particular person, but I also do kind of like the same thing that Lupe does, because I promote freestyle and I love to make them watch parties. Obviously I have permission from the artist himself, and this is one of them tools that I use to promote them. I go to YouTube, I download the video, but not to share it. It stays right there, but because I want to make the watch parties. That's what I want to do, and that's how I promote my freestyle people. So, but what I'm hearing right there, I might be also be involved in doing something that's not right. Who knows? So, how do you feel about this one?
The problem is lack of communication. We live in a world, we live in a digital world, okay, where it's very hard to sell downloads. It's very hard to sell CDs. If you take a look at all the newspaper reports, CD sales are down by 70%. Downloads are down by 50-60%. Everybody is streaming. And a lot of the, even the old school freestyle artists, the Cynthias, the TKAs, everybody else, they're starting to learn how to stream music. And they're starting to realize that streaming is the way of getting stuff done. It's easier to pay $10 a month and you have access to any artist, any record that you want. You can choose what you like. You can delete it when you want to. You could just put your favorites. I remember back in the days, people would buy, I remember when I was growing up, I would spend $17, $18 for a CD and only like 2 or 3 songs on there. Now you have the option to pick out your favorite songs. You put it on a playlist. And even though the artists do get paid a fraction of what they were getting paid before, this is the new way of doing business. A lot of artists, unless you're doing bundles, it's very hard to sell downloads. And so we rely on streaming to generate our income. And if you know how to do it correctly and you know how to work the numbers and promote it, you can make a decent amount of money by streaming. And a lot of people are doing that. Now, the problem is that what people don't understand is that for every million streams on Spotify, an artist is getting paid anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000. Same thing with Amazon, iTunes. Tidal pays you around 12, 13,000. Google Play used to pay you, 15, 16,000. YouTube pays you a couple of $1,000s for every time you generate a million streams. What Lupe is doing is he's grabbing songs from YouTube. He's converting it into an MP4. He's downloading it to his desktop, and then he's re-uploading it into his Facebook page. He's not doing any type of watch parties. He's not asking permission. And these videos are collecting a ton of streams, and these streams are not being paid to the artist. Artists pay a lot of money, anywhere from a couple hundred to a couple $1,000 to produce one single. If you talk to Shy, I think he spent 4 or 5, maybe even 6,000 for his Forever project, not counting what he spent on the bundles, not counting on anything else. So Lupe is taking parts of Shy's videos and Shy's songs, and he's putting it up there. And we're asking him, Lupe, we have no problems with you sharing our music. We have no problems with you, putting our music out there. But just take the YouTube link and just put that instead of going through all this hassle. Because not only are you not denying the artist of generating an income, but you're also distorting the quality of the video. And the video doesn't look as clean. It looks gritty. It looks pixelated, and it makes the video look bad, which makes the artist look bad. A few of us, a bunch of us had asked Lupe to please stop doing this and just share the YouTube link. Lupe's response is, you know what? You can't tell me what to do. I'll do what I want to do. So after much frustration, a few of us, Artistic Records, Jam Music, 418 Music, Micmac Records, Stevie B, a whole bunch of us had gotten together. We contacted an attorney. We pulled up a cease and desist, and we are going to present it to Lupe and Facebook. And what we're telling him is, listen, we're not asking you to shut down. We are asking you to convert all those MP4s into YouTube's links, so that way the artists are able to generate an income. And if you don't do it, then we're going to ask Facebook to shut you down. And if not, then we're going to file a class action lawsuit against you and Facebook. And every label in the freestyle community, most of them are on board. Most of the artists are on board. And it's not just one person. It's not just me that's complaining. You have at least 15 to 20 people and at least 5 to 6 or 7 different freestyle labels that's generating music today. Even Shots Fired Music jumped on board with us because they're losing money off of streams, off of video streams and YouTube streams. So
give me a second over here, because I got another executive right here. He's asking a question. I don't want to lose this one.
Sure.
C is asking, so when a freestyle artist posts their video on Facebook, it's not okay to share their post?
It's absolutely okay to share their posts. The problem is when you're doing it without permission. Zeke is a big promoter. He does a lot of different shows, but if Zeke was, I don't know if Zeke produces records, but if Zeke produces, Zeke produces shows. So Zeke spends thousands and thousands and thousands on shows. He has to book the artist, he has to book the venue, security, he has to guarantee a bar, and so forth and so on. So imagine if he's not given the right to earn that money back. As a promoter, and I know exactly what Zeke does, we spend a lot of money to get a show going with the hopes of getting our money back and turning a profit. The same thing goes when you're an artist or when you're a label. You spend money to produce an album and a music video, and you put it on YouTube and you put it on here and you put it on there because you want to generate the streams and the downloads and the CD sales to get your money back, entertain the crowd, but you also want to make a little bit of money and build a career off of that. And when you're not allowed to do that, it becomes a problem. Now, if I'm an artist and I put a song out there and I ask you to share it, that's okay. But if I just go over and take the video out of YouTube without my permission, then that becomes a trademark infringement. And that's when it becomes a problem, especially when the artist asks you, listen, please take the MP4 off and just put the YouTube link. We're not asking you to stop promoting our music. Just do it the right way so we can earn a couple of bucks and try to make our money back. And Lupe's response is, you can't tell me what to do. I'll do what I want to do. And that's it. So on Zeke's position as a promoter, if Zeke spent a lot of money to produce a show and I denied him the ability to make that money, he would be very upset, especially if he can't get his money back and he made an initial investment to be able to, produce a show.
Okay.
So again, get it.
Okay. So because I'm reading the comments over here, we got Shy Castillo. He says it's stealing, punto. But then I have Zeke also here, right on below that. Another comment. He said, for example, Forever by Shy was released by Shy on Facebook. We shared the video and posted it on all the groups and shared the heck out of it. So where is the fine line when a video is released on Facebook? Well, another one. We got Tito Puente Jr. says, does their Lupe even have a following at all? You might be wasting time. Then Laura Castillo says, Zeke and Kathy, when they remake the video and share their video instead. So basically, can you see the comments too?
No, I can't see the comments, but I can definitely answer.
Yeah, they're talking here. They're talking here. Okay.
Yeah, so here it is. When you release a track and you allow people to share it, that's fine. Okay, but then after a while, you do want to start earning an income. Shy did promotional items and he did giveaways, and we do the same thing too to try to generate the buzz. But after a while, it's time for us to start bringing our money back. Same thing like Zeke. Zeke produces a show. He might do a 2-for-1, or he might say the first 10 people that share my show will probably get a free ticket. But then after a while, Zeke is going to want to try to get that money back and get back his initial investment. So when after a while, when Lupe is purposely taking the YouTube video, converting it, and posting it on his page without our permission, and even when we're asking him to please convert it to a YouTube video so we can earn a couple of pennies, he's saying no. He's telling us you can't tell us what to do. But you know what? It's my money. It's Shy's money. It's Zeke's money. Those people are spending money in hopes to get in their return. Look, we all want to entertain the fans, whether or not you're a promoter or whether or not you're a record label or you're an artist. You want to entertain the crowd. You want to try to give as much as you can, but we all have families. Zeke, Shy, myself, George Anthony, Stevie B, we all have families, and our main priority is to provide for our families. And as much as we all may bicker, we all have one goal in mind, and that's to generate enough money to feed our families. And what Lupe is doing is denying us that power. And when we're just asking, and it's not about, even if Lupe doesn't have a following, it becomes a precedent, because if he can do it, person B can do it, person D could do it, and then it becomes out of control. It's okay to do watch parties. It's okay to ask permission. Hey, Shy. Hey, George. Hey, Stevie. Do you mind if I take your video and I do a watch party? Is it okay if I go out there and I promote it for you? A simple conversation goes a long way. And when you don't ask permission and you just assume that I can just take your product, manipulate it so I can get my clout, because that's what Lupe is doing. He's trying to develop his own clout off of somebody else's hard work. It becomes a problem. So by cutting everything off right now and getting a hold of it, it sets a precedent to other people that they just can't come and take our music and our products and everything that we spend money for.
Mm-hmm. Let me a couple of comments here, because it's okay. So Laura says Zeke he's not sharing the original video. Zeke says, so the Club MTV video that Lupe posted, are you saying that is a remake as well? Jay Castillo says yes. It's a conversation. They're having a full. Tito Puente says agreed, because he's ripping off. Yeah, you know, I wish you had a phone so you can also help me here in the comments.
No, that's okay. Hey, listen,
it's all over the place now. It's, you know, because it's
here's the thing.
For example, let me tell you, look what I do. Obviously, I ask for permission. But it's a technical thing. In order for me to help what I do to the artists and promote them, I have to download the video in my Facebook, so I can do the only thing I'm interested in doing is the watch party. I wish there was some other way that I can skip this process so I can do the watch party, because I noticed that every time that I do a watch party, since a lot of people have pressed that notification bell on my Facebook, a lot of people comes through. And I promote whenever there's a song, I promote it. So I do it. I do the same thing as kind of like similar to what Lupe does, but I just do it for the watch parties, bro. That's it.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it for the watch party, and you're getting people involved, and the people that you're working with are well aware of what you're doing. But when you're just taking a video, you're just posting it there. And when I spoke to Lupe said, "Hey, I'm trying to be like an MTV." And what I tried telling him was that MTV bought licenses through ASCAP, BMI, and Sound Exchange, so they're allowed to play that. You know, if you have an FCC license, if you have a radio license, you know, you have to obtain those licenses. So if I had a ASCAP license, BMI, as well as a Sound Exchange, I could do the same thing too. I could take all your music and I can rip it. And I could do whatever I want with it, because at the end of the day, the artists are still getting paid. Right now, what Lupe is doing is creating an atmosphere where these artists are not getting paid. Artists are now familiar with streaming, and they're realizing the potential to earn an income off of that, even if it's just a couple of bucks, you know. And he's not allowing us to do that. And what he's basically doing is stealing, and he's telling us there's nothing that we can do about it. And no, there is something that we can do about it, because it's not just me complaining. There are labels and people that did not get along a few weeks ago that have all gotten together to stand up and fight this, to file the cease and desist claim, to make sure that, you know, he either complies or he gets shut down. If he doesn't get shut down, then we're suing everybody. And we're talking about,
yeah, you know, new school great friend of mine, he wants to jump on board. He says, Bernardo, send me a link. Is it okay? Could Shy come through? Let me send Shy a link. Give me a second. So because, you know, we need to talk about this one, because should I do this too? You know, so, you know, maybe it's time for me not to do this, or maybe I need some signature, or I don't know. But something good is gonna come out of this one. Let me send Shy Castillo. And maybe I can also get later on. See, hold on one second. Where can I do this one? Let me set. Give me a second, sir. Okay. Castillo, how do I send Castillo a link? Shy Castillo. Give me 1 second right here. Rudy. Jose Ricky. Laura Castillo. Okay, I got it. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shoot. I lost it. Hold on. Give me a second. Seek Andre. Tito. I just had Castillo in here, bro. Okay. Give me 1 second. Give me a second, Castillo. Give me 1 second. My computer's kind of slow. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, Castillo. The link has been sent. So he's going to come to the studio any moment now. Okay. So yeah, you know. Mm-hmm. Say,
no,
sir.
One thing you have to understand is that you know that the issue can be potentially big when you have people like, you know, Jam Music. You have people like High Power Records. You have people like Micmac and Shot Fired and DM Marie Harris and 418 Music. A lot of us bickered and beefed and didn't get along, and probably still don't get along to this day. But we're all getting together for a common cause, which is because at the end of the day, we're all labels, we're all artists, and we're all trying to feed our families. And what this guy is doing affects us all, because he plays all of our videos. Everything that we've all produced, he posted on there. And when like I said, it's just common courtesy. You know, at least you go and you ask permission, and it's very simple. You know, a little conversation goes a long way. Hey, you know, hey, Shy, hey, George, hey, you know, Stevie, can I play your music to try to generate some buzz? Yeah, sure, not a problem. You know, and when you just turn around and do it, and we say, hey, what are you doing? He tells us, I can do whatever I want with your music, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's when it becomes an issue.
Yeah, we're waiting here for Shy Castillo. Also, if Seek wants, you know, oh, here, Shy Castillo is here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Hey, what's
Castillo.
up?
Mr. J. Castillo here.
What's going on?
Fario over here. We're having a nice, healthy conversation about this particular topic that you know.
So
Yo,
before,
hold on 1 second before we start, bro. Or you or me, you take off my shirt or you take off your shirt because we can't be both over here with them shot fire shirt, bro.
you got the Shy Forever shirt on. I got the Shots Fired
It's a
shirt
different
on.
shirt. Oh, okay, then we could do it.
All right. Before we start, let me just explain something real quick because I don't think Zeke understands when we say rip. I don't think he knows what we mean when we mean rip. Okay, the song is the video is on YouTube, right? The video when you share it to Facebook, when you go and you click it on Facebook, it sends you to YouTube, and you can watch the video through YouTube. Okay, so what's happening is they're screen recording or ripping, meaning recording the video from Facebook, taking it out of YouTube, taking the video out of YouTube, reformatting it to an MP4, and putting it back on Facebook, which the artist does not get the view or the credit for those views. You understand what I'm saying? If it's just the link, then the artist will get the view. If it's taken, like, you know how you do your watch parties?
Yes, sir.
How did you get the video?
From YouTube.
What did you do?
I download the videos from YouTube.
Exactly. So when you download the video from YouTube, you're taking it away from YouTube and you're putting it on your watch party, and the artist gets no credit. So that's what Lupe, whatever his name is doing. So we didn't ask him, yo, take that shit off. We just said, listen, it's okay to support the artist, because in the whole scheme of things, they're saying, oh, it's promotion for the artist. But the artists have to make revenue off of that. They have to get credit for that view. So just send the link. That's all we're saying, is just put it on a link, so that way when people do click on it, it takes them to YouTube where they can get that view. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not only that, but I'm sure Shai can agree that as an artist, okay, as an artist, when you're on Spotify or when you're on YouTube and you generate enough streams and revenue, you can go into that database and you can figure out, listen, my video is getting a lot of traction, in Brazil or in New York. My fan base is 20 to 30. It gives you all that detail. So someone like Shai can turn around and say, you know what, I'm getting a lot of views and a lot of attention in Brazil. This is my fan base. This is where I have to go. So Shai knows to make those phone calls over there so him and his family and his crew can go get bookings and so forth and so on. By not having that access, it also denies us the opportunity to generate income and generate those potential shows and potential markets on where to, market our CDs, market our music, market our merchandise, and so forth. So we're being denied all of that as artists, as labels, and so forth.
Is there could we? So let's talk, bro. What could we do in order for everyone to be happy?
It's an easy fix. It's an easy fix.
Okay.
If you want to promote the artist, leave the video on their link. Share the link. You can still watch the video, but it gives that artist the opportunity, one, to get a subscriber. If the people like the music, they subscribe to their page. Because remember, you need 1,000 people to subscribe to collect from YouTube. You understand?
Give me a moment, and while you two talk over here, I'm gonna send Seek a message so he can come through too, so he can, in a conversation. Okay, do what you do. Let me send Seek.
So that's all we want. It wasn't something that was supposed to be, out of proportion. But when somebody resists us from, and disrespects us actually by saying there's nothing he can do about it, there is actually something we can do about it, and there's something that we're gonna do about it, because we're the artists, we're the labels. There's many labels and many artists behind this. This is not just me. This is not just Andre. There's a lot of people who are involved in this, trying to get this guy not to take it down, but to change his format. That's what we want.
That's it. We're not asking him to shut down. We're not threatening him. We just said, listen, just convert it turn it to a YouTube link so these artists and these labels can generate income. That's all we're asking. We're not asking him to do anything that he cannot do. We're not telling him to shut down, rip down all his stuff, and stop what you're doing. It goes a long way. You could, like I said, you get the same effect by sharing a YouTube link as opposed to sharing an MP4. The only difference is that now you're allowing everyone to earn by sharing a YouTube link. So,
and so what is Lupe? What from what you get? I'm gonna talk to Lupe in a little while and see what's up with him. You know, what is he? What do we? Why is he like? What's he feeling? Why he says no? I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. If it's for example, if it's like common sense stuff. Like for example, I'm understanding here. Like now, from now on, I don't have the okay for my watch parties, but I think I want to get something like on written paper from now on, because this is one of the tools. I wish I can skip this whole thing, but unfortunately, technically, there's no other way to do it. In order for me to create my successful watch parties, I have to download the video from YouTube.
But you're asking permission, and that goes a long way. You know, I think most labels and artists would be okay if you just say, hey, listen, do you mind if I take this? I'm trying to promote it, do a watch party, you know, trying to generate some buzz and income. People won't have a problem.
Give me a second. Seek, I send you an invite. Please, we welcome you to this conversation. Seek. Okay. All right. He knows.
Okay. Zeke is asking a question. He has to put out videos that are not music videos. They are from the past live performances. What is the protocol for that? All right. It's simple. If he has those videos and those videos belong to him, he can put those videos out. But let's make an example. Let's say TKA has an old school video and it's on the TKA YouTube page. That generates revenue also. So is it cool to take away from TKA's throwback show, let's say like years ago show? No, it's not, because you're still taking revenue from that account holder, that artist. You understand? But if I have a video of TKA and it's my video and I want to put it up, it's mine. I can put it up. I took it from my phone. I can put it up. It's mine.
Well, here's something else too. Now, a lot of people are with CD Baby. Some people have DistroKid. Some people have TuneCore. You know, everybody has a different distributor. Okay, so the problem, there's something called audio digital recognition. So the way so I'm gonna give you a perfect example, which I told Lupe about. I took a 6ix9ine video and I turned it into a radio-friendly mix. Okay, I took out all the curses and I posted it on my YouTube page. And the same thing goes if you're at a show and you take a video and you post it on your YouTube, you're probably gonna get a message saying, hey, listen, this 6ix9ine video. The 6ix9ine video that you posted belongs to 6ix9ine, copyright holders, so forth and so on. You're violating a copyright infringement, but don't worry, you can keep it on YouTube, but just know that you're not going to generate revenue. So if I take, if I'm recording a TKA and they're singing Louder Than Love, and I post it on my YouTube, I'll probably get an alert from their distributor saying, listen, this music belongs to TuneCore, DistroKid on the TKA. You're allowed to post it, but you're not going to earn any income from it, because if you generate 1 million streams from that one show posting, all that revenue is going directly to the copyright holder. So again, I could take a show and post it, and it doesn't matter, because even though it's not my video, but the voice recognition is catching the voice and catching the music and is going to the right person.
Let me read this comment. I gotta read it. Seek and Kathy, they say, who will get the money? Tony, TKA, K, or Abby? And then he said, who gets the cover girl's money then?
Whoever owns the music.
Right. That's irrelevant of what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not about this group or that group. It's whoever is the legal copyright holder on paper. That person gets the credit for it.
Wow. So the idea is like, let's brainstorm and let's what do we do? I want to
it's an easy fix. It's an easy fix, right? The fix is this. Share the link. It's that simple. Share the link. Do not rip the video. Because look, you lose so much when you rip the video. You have artists doing 4K videos. When you rip that video, you're taking quality out of that video. You understand? You're making it look cheap when you rip it. But now if the video has that 1080p, that 4K, you're going to see the quality that the artist invested. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's a simple fix. Just don't rip it.
Now, if I'm a major record executive, let's say I'm with Sony or whatever it may be, and I'm looking at a video that's in poor quality, I'm going to think the video is made cheap. I'm going to think the song is cheap and so forth. You want to maintain that quality that you spent money on, and the quality is everything's about image and what it looks like and so forth. So when you disdain the quality and you make it look cheaper, just by if I take your video and I download it, upload it, it no longer becomes a 4K video. It's no longer a 1080p. It drops the quality down, and it makes it look really cheap, which makes the artist look bad. It makes the artist look bad because artists spend a lot of money. Shai, how much did you spend on your Forever video?
$4,500.
At the end of the day, he's a businessman. He's a family man. We all are family men. We want to get our money back. We want to try to recoup our money. Even if we don't make money, at least we want to break even. Okay, so at the end of the day, he's not going to be able to make that money back if people are taking his video and they're cheapening it by reducing the quality, and he's not earning any type of income because he's not getting paid on the streams.
Okay, so Kathy and Shai, you as the owner of that video will not be converted as you have made that request. Simple fix.
It's not a simple fix because I asked him to take With All My Heart off of his page, and he had a lot to say. He said I was a negative person and this and that stuff, but he still has my video on his page. You know what I'm saying? I would respect him. Well, you take my video off. Take it off. I don't listen. It doesn't. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I don't think this is a valid argument. I'm not throwing shots at anybody. I'm saying if you cannot support the artist, don't steal from the artist. That's the bottom line. Don't steal.
Here's one controversial journalist, freestyle journalist Michael January says there's nothing wrong with what Lupe is doing.
The only reason why Michael January is saying that is because he has a problem with me. He doesn't know shit he's talking about. Michael
January he's a dancer. Okay, he's not a record producer. He's never produced his own video. He's not generating money off of streams. He's not generating any money off of shows or pay-per-views. He's not qualified to answer the question. The only person that's qualified to answer a question are people that are actually spending their own money on producing a product. Record labels, artists, and so forth and so on. I spend money for videos. Shai spends money for videos. This is a major problem with people that are spending money that are trying to get their money back. It's simple for someone to say it's not a problem when he's not spending his own money. It's not his money on the line. It's my money. It's Shai's money. It's his money. It's not Michael's money. It's not his money. He didn't spend anything. He's a fan. Michael January's only thing should do is to sit back, share a video, watch a video, but he has no say on what to say about the subject. It's not his money. He's not a producer. He's a dancer.
He wants artists to give him music for free. How is that support to the artist? Give me free music. So you have no valid argument. Next topic. Let's move on. We're giving them too much life.
Give us somebody that's actually spends money on their own craft. Those are the people that we want to speak to. Those are the people that are in threat of losing things.
Where's Typeless? I want to hear Typeless about this one. And how? Okay, so how do you? So Shai is an artist. What do the artists say? What do they say? I want to hear their comments. Like you, Andre Faria, you hear what the complaints from the artists. What are they saying?
Artists don't necessarily have as much money as the labels. So when an artist spends money to produce a record and to produce a video, there's a lot more at stake. A lot of people don't have a couple $100 to spend on a video, on a production. So when they spend that money, it takes a lot out of them. Financially, maybe, they take it away from their bills because they believe in their product. So they have a lot more to lose, and it upsets them when they can't earn that money back. You know, for some people, they can lose a couple $100. It's okay. But for other people that invest in their craft, it becomes an issue when someone is taking money from you. And it's harder for the independent artist, not the labels. You know, Shy has a job. I have a job. We have careers. We have money to back up. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people scrape and scrounge to generate enough money to put together a quality product. And they spend a lot of money on it, and they don't want to lose that money. They want to try to earn. Yeah. That's the problem.
Shy, what's that comment says?
Which one?
Keith says there would be less.
There would be less shit if artists didn't bash each other and work together. I agree. I mean, that you have a valid point, Keith. It's slowly getting there, and this is one of the. Let me tell you something. We might not agree on a lot of things as artists, but this is one thing that all artists should agree on. Every artist that goes into that recording studio and spends an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in the studio, they're paying out their pocket to be there. You understand what I'm saying? To get the thing mastered, to get it mixed, to even get the CD or the thumb drive, they're paying for that. They, of course, if they're paying for that, they deserve a return. You understand? So is it fair to the artist trying to make a penny to provide for his family, just asking a fan, because that's what they are, fans? Do me a favor, bro. Just share the link. Don't rip it from me, please.
And look, at the end of the day, he's right. You know, some of us don't get along, and some of us probably won't get along tomorrow. But at the end of the day, everyone's an artist and everyone's a label that's involved in that cease and desist letter, and we all have the same common goal. We all spend our own money to produce a product, and we want to try to retain that income that we earn. So it doesn't matter if he hates me or I hate him. You know, we all have a common goal. We all spend our own money to produce a product, and we want to get paid. And that's it.
Okay. Shy, Frank said what before we lose it? Frank said something.
Frank said the problem today there isn't a lot of money floating around. Most of this is passion, and it's a shame. Most of this is passion, and it's a shame.
Most artists
with new songs aren't doing shows and getting booked. But there's a Keith. I mean, Frank. That's a great comment. But there is money. There is money. We don't have right now. COVID is going on. We don't have to do shows to make money. Obviously, we've been doing that for the past 4 months. So there is revenue going into the genre. You understand what I'm saying? What makes it cheap is and non-supportive is when you share it. You don't give that artist the opportunity to make that bread. And you're right. There's not a lot of money coming in to the genre. But you know something? These artists are being creative. They're doing different things to generate money, and their main product is their music. You understand what I'm saying?
I wish I knew we'll be monitoring the comments too. Let's tackle the Michael January latest comment.
Let's not go back to that. That's so irrelevant. You don't want to go back to that? That's so irrelevant. We shouldn't even go. Listen, okay, we shouldn't even go to that.
Okay, Eddie said all the new freestyle artists stab each other point blank. And the old school artists just sit back and laugh.
We're losing the topic.
It's off the topic.
Yeah.
Okay, then please, Shy, monitor. Help me monitor the comments too. That way you can choose the one that's on the topic. Let's stay in the topic, people. If not, we're gonna,
Again, look, the topic is that you're right. There isn't a lot of money going around, so it's imperative that the artists that spend whatever money they have to produce a product for you guys to enjoy, the fans to enjoy, we want to try to get that money back and recoup it. At the end of the day, everybody, no matter whether or not we get along or not, I'm going to say this again, our main priority and our main loyalty is to provide for our family. So we want to get that money back so we could put food on the table. And again, even if you don't have any money, you could still share and you could still help the artist make money by just taking a YouTube link. That doesn't cost the fan anything and just posting it. That generates a little bit of money for the artist. You can go on Spotify, which is free. You can go on certain certain music centers, and you can listen to the music for free. And if I'm listening to your music on Spotify, guess what? You're getting paid on that. Taking a YouTube link and sharing it. I love this video. I love this music. Guess what? You're earning money for the artist, which is not costing you anything. But you're doing a big value and a big service to the artist and to the community that spend a lot of money to produce a product for you guys to enjoy.
Yeah. Say it, Shy. Something else good here?
Billy McFarland says, I buy all your items, so I cannot play your music when I'm on live. We're not saying that. We're not even saying that the live DJs, they can play the entire song. They don't get profit from that. But when you take a song in its entirety and you put it on a CD or a thumb drive and you say, yo, I'm selling this mixtape, you're stealing. So that answers your question. If you're on live, yes, play the song. Play the song. But don't try to make profit off of a song without talking to the artist or the label. That's it. Make an agreement.
And I'll tell you something else. I recently bought myself a Serato just to play around with it during this downtime. When I hooked it up and I played it, I realized that you can actually pull music from iTunes. You could pull music from Spotify. So I could play music pulled from Spotify and iTunes, and the artists are getting paid on it. I could play the music all I want. The artists are they're giving you avenues to let the artist earn money, even as a DJ. So you don't have to go out and buy the music. I could just pull a song from XYZ artist from there, spin it. That artist is getting paid because it's coming from Spotify, it's coming from iTunes. So just find different ways to support the artist without having to put money out of your pocket if you can afford a download, which a lot of people can't. So there are ways that you can share the music and enjoy the music without having to put money out and still putting money in their pockets.
Hey, Shai, any good comments in there?
Let's see. Jay Garcia said, thank you, Andre. Carlos Colon said, time to get leaders within music exec, producers, agents together and come to the table with positivity, professionalism, and quality as to discuss opening doors for talent out there that deserve an opportunity. Revenue is out there if people come together. That is an awesome comment. But today, in the genre that we have today, we don't need record executives. We don't need agents. We don't need that stuff because we can do it ourselves. You understand? Right now, the freestyle artist has more power in decision making than they did in the 80s and 90s. You understand? So it's like an artist could come out by himself independently and make revenue by himself. He doesn't need to pay somebody. Or you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yes, complete sense. Like I said, a lot of artists don't need major record labels anymore. There are a lot of independent artists on the hip hop level that are making more money than major label artists, and they're generating more shows and earning more income, and they're turning down major record labels and major record deals. Hopefully, the freestyle community can do the same. So,
yeah. All right. Anything there, Shai?
Victoria Muse says, "Is it hard for anyone to understand? Do not download and change or edit to upload in your way. Just share the link from YouTube so the artist can still get paid." Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It makes sense. It's not hard. There's no question after question. So if I share it, is it promote? No, listen. The artist, if you have a song, and let's say, for instance, I'll give you a great example. Unforgiven Love. Unforgiven Love, there are mad people that put their versions and edits on Unforgiven Love, and they have it on their pages. They have it under their names. It's okay, because the bottom line is this: once YouTube hears that algorithm of Unforgiven Love, the artist is gonna get that credit. The artist is gonna get paid for that. Whoever's the license has the license is gonna get paid for that. So it doesn't matter who does it. What we're saying is, and it's simple. It's simple. The artists spend their money and invest so that way the public can have good quality music, because everybody wants good quality music, right? So how can we make good quality music if we're putting good quality music out and we're not getting reimbursed for whatever we're putting out? Then that's when you get the shitty freestyle and you get the shitty videos. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You support us, we put it back into the genre and give you something exciting. That's all we're saying. Don't do it. Don't steal.
And look,
Okay,
at the end of the day, I can honestly say that, a lot, like I said, I'm going to say this over and over again. A lot of these labels and a lot of these execs and a lot of these artists don't necessarily get along. But nobody hesitated to say no when it came down to what the concept and what the topic is, where one person is actually stealing from us. And person A, person B said, no problem, let's do it. Let's join up. Let's get involved. Let's stop this. Because at the end of the day, we all have the same goal, which is to put out music, put out product, make the fans enjoy it, and try to get some money back. So,
say Shy, anything good there?
Anything good?
Anything good?
Let's see. She had social media back in the days. Nothing is simple. Keith says nothing is simple with freestyle. Apparently, yes, it's not. We're just trying to break old habits. You know what I'm saying? There's some old habits that were happening in the 80s and 90s that we're trying to break now. In the 80s and 90s, nobody shared. Everybody kept their secret box, and they didn't want to share it with the world. You understand? Now in the new school, it's like, I made this. This is how successful I am with it. Here, Andre, try it. Andre, oh shit, I got the here, Fabian, try it. Here, George Anthony, try it. So it's being generated, and the revenue is moving within the genre, and that is what we wanted, because they said that new school artists can't make money off this. You understand? And we are, and that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to protect what we've invested in to become successful in the future. So when people look at freestyle, they don't say, "Oh, that don't make no money." You understand what I'm saying? Because nobody's gonna look unless there's money swimming in that water. You understand what I'm saying? We have to make freestyle look good. We have to make freestyle look big, so people can go, you know what? I'm gonna invest in this. We might have something here, and that's all we want. We don't care right now. We don't care about radio. We have social media. We have the DJs playing our stuff on social media. We have the support of the fans. We'll get to radio. But we have to work for it.
Okay, I got to tell this one to Andrew because he's not watching the comments. Sick and Kathy said, thank you, Andrew, for your info and your point of view. We will await for your letter from your attorney to see who wants to be removed.
What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know. You know, Seek is sick.
Yo, Zeke is okay. I spoke to him this morning.
I love Seek. Seek and Kathy, they're good. But Seek is more controversial than I am, and I love to be controversial, man. Seek, my God. Yeah. So, this one is like the very first time that because I think this one deserves like a lot of attention to see if we can come up with like the perfect plan so everybody could be happy. Like, for example, look at me. I'm guilty of everything that you guys are saying. Obviously, I have permission from the artist, but the whole technical thing, I go to YouTube and I download the video. That's what I do because I can't get them to my watch party unless I download the video. So I'm super guilty.
But you know what though? Even if you get permission from the artist, maybe you should ask the artist to send it to you directly, as opposed to ripping it. Because like I said, as you rip it, it distorts the quality. So if you ask artists, hey, listen, I want to do a watch party, can you send me the original video?
Okay.
As long as it shouldn't be a problem. Like I said, communication is everything. Communication is everything.
I'm gonna do that, and also, that the biggest enemy that more than 50% of the songs that I copy from YouTube to do my watch parties in less than 1 minute. Facebook, if they don't like it, if it's electronically protected, Facebook will say, we can't play this shit. Like, this shit is muted. Get out of here. More than 50% of the tracks are like electronically copyrighted, and I can't play them. So
it has to do with our distributors, whether or not you're with DistroKid or TuneCore or CD Baby or whoever you're with. They have that system where it picks up automatically whenever it's played because they want to try to collect all those streams and all those views. So it automatically alerts. And some of us have a certain feature, and I think DistroKid has it, TuneCore has it, where if it picks it up, we have the choice. Do we allow it or do we drop it? So we can easily push a button and say no, we don't allow that, and then it'll
Shy,
be music from New York.
anything good in there, Shy?
Um,
Andre, there's a beef right here going on. You're not even this.
so Adriano DJTG says, for every 1,000 views on YouTube, you get $4. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Sell music on digital platforms for little money. For little money. So if a person makes videos, damn, it keeps fucking jumping. So if a person makes videos, where we at?
With the intention of promoting
someone's style, is it harming someone? Nobody is doing shows because of COVID. Okay, Adriana, that's a great comment. But what I have to tell you is this: $4, 1 penny, 25 cents. If that's taken from the artist, that's stealing. Bottom line.
$4 get you a cup of coffee.
You know what?
$4 pays your gas.
A bum. That guy's a bum. Let me just take him out of his misery. That's murder. It's the same thing. You can't say, oh, because something is $4. You don't know if that artist needs $4 to make $10,000. You don't know if he needs that $4 to do something else. There's no excuse for stealing. None.
So Adriana, if I just came and saw you and I dig in your pocket and I just pulled out $4 and I say that's mine, you can't tell me you're not going to be upset over it. That's your money. That's your money that you earned. So whether or not it's $4 or $4 million or 4,000, that's still money that he earned, I earned, they earned. It's not right to dig in somebody's pocket and just take it and say, hey, that's mine. That's what Lupe is doing, and that's what a lot of people are doing right now. They're just taking money out of a pocket. It doesn't matter. Like you said, if it's a quarter or $4, if I dug in your pocket, pull $4 out, you're not going to be happy about it.
anything good in there, Shy?
Hey Shy, great performance on the Freestyle Roadshow show. Thank you, sir. You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle. Yeah. The invisible guy.
Andre should have a device so he can watch all this stuff, because this is good. This one is good.
This is the problem. And I'm gonna address this because it's sad. It's really sad that people have hopes of trying to make this genre something huge. I do, and every freestyle artist that sings, I don't care who it is, has that dream and that motivation that one day somebody is gonna pop. You understand? But then there's people who do not have that positive energy to say, you know what? I'm gonna back the artist, and I'm gonna promote him, and I got his support 100%. And if he does it, he does it. But if he doesn't, we tried, right? But then you got people saying, this is a little genre. This is a very little genre. It goes away. The record sales are fast and they go away quick, right? I'll give you a great example. I just put out a song I recorded in 2015. He Can't Love You. I just put it out yesterday. People are going nuts for it. This was done 5 years ago. People are going nuts for it. Our music never goes old. That's why freestyle TKAs and Suaves and Coros, you can listen to that stuff now like if it's fresh and it's new, because our genre doesn't get old. It doesn't. You understand?
And perfect example, shows before COVID are still selling out. Every year, we used to have a Lehman party every March. 2,000 people, 2,500 people, always sells out. They always have the Westbury Music Fair shows, 3,000 to 5,000 people, always sells out every single year. Copacabana, when they were open, every November, always sold out. Westchester County Center, 5,000 people, every year, every November, always sold out. Every year, shows sell out. It's the same acts. People come every single week to watch the same acts, to spend money, and they want to, experience that nostalgia back in the 80s and 90s. There's still a way for people to earn money through shows and through music. So if it wasn't important or if it was insignificant, then why are we still doing shows every single week?
And when COVID is gone, it's going to be even better. These shows are going to be even better. You know why? I got somebody. Hold on. Somebody said something. Yeah. Keith, I love Keith's comments, by the way. Thanks for the comments, Keith.
Yeah.
He says, big shot promoters won't touch freestyle because of all the drama. Keith, the answer to that question is we don't need promoters anymore. We can do our own shows. Can
I ask you guys a question? Are we really that dramatic? Like, because we have like we're like drama. Like everybody thinks of us like, oh my God, those people are like a drama-oriented genre. Andre, what do you think of that, bro? Like we always constantly being accused of like a drama genre.
Everybody wants, at the end of the day, everybody wants to make their mark. Everybody wants to leave behind a legacy. Yeah. And some people have to fight a little bit harder to get it. For some people, it's just thrown in your hands. For other people, we have to fight and claw to get that and develop our own brand and develop a lasting legacy that'll last forever. So everyone has their own ways of doing it, and sometimes we don't always agree. And that's the way it's just the way it is. But like I said, at the end of the day, we will do whatever it takes to provide for our family, and that's the main goal in everybody's way. It's just the way and how you do it. So.
Shai, what do you think of us, bro?
Huh?
Are we that bad?
Who?
Is our community that bad? That drama?
You know what? I don't think that we're bad. Because if you look, it's that our community is very small.
Very small. Okay.
You understand? If you look at hip hop, they have the same drama. You have reggaeton, they have the same drama. Everybody has that same drama. But it's so wide. It's so wide. Us, we're small. Every freestyle artist on Facebook, we all have the same fans.
It's kind of them little towns in all the Latin world that they're little town. Everybody knows each other, so there's a lot of drama in them little towns. Right. And in a big city, there's no. Yeah.
And something like Andre said. There's people that get it easier than others. There's people that have to fight their way. There's people that have to that can just have good muela and can get their way in there.
I don't think Andre understands muela. I explained to Andrew what muela means. I don't think he understands.
I do, porque ya papaya un poco, pero no tan bueno, okay?
Muela means that it's...
I speak Spanish, but yeah, they have a good gift for gab,
Yeah.
But in the retrospect of everything, everybody's going the same direction for the same goal. And that's to make this genre better than what it is.
So this one is gonna be the first one. I'm gonna go in a little while. I'm gonna come through with everybody who thinks completely opposite of what we're saying over here and see the point of view. Yeah. And then maybe later on a night after we hear them, maybe you guys can, if you're available, come back and.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You cannot ask a mechanic that fixes cars how to fix an airplane. You understand what I'm saying? You can't ask a fan how to be an artist. You understand? And they don't know what goes. Look, this guy clearly doesn't know. He thinks, oh, by me sharing your song for free, it's okay because I'm promoting you. What is that promotion going to do for the artist? He's not generating any sales because you're sharing his shit. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If you support freestyle like you say you do, and you have these freestyle chats and these freestyle pages, it's simple. Support the artist. The YouTube link connected to that artist, put it there. The Spotify links, the Pandora links. Don't take his song and put it on there. Rip the song out, put it on there so everybody can share. Because just like I could rip the song off of YouTube, I could put it on the thumb drive and listen to it in my car. And the artist got nothing. He didn't get compensated for it.
Bro, let me say something about you. I got only one thing to say about you. You are a propaganda monster. 2 out of the 3 standing right here is wearing your merchandise. Look, Shy Forever. Look, shots fired. You are a promotional monster. Yeah. We're all learning from you, Mr.
And this is why I speak about it, because I've made profit in these 4 months in freestyle. And it's been a blessing. And I want to show other artists that you too can do it too. You understand? Show your worth. Know your worth. If you got people, listen, if you got people emailing you, telling you, yo, let me get the song. Send me the song for free. They don't support you. They just want your song for free. You know how many friends I lost that send me message, yo, send me the song for free. Nah, man, buy it. Oh, I've been a DJ for 30 years. You got to give it to me. Nah, I'm good.
Shai, you have taught us a lot, when it comes to the way that, to old school and new school, just like business period.
It's support. You have to support. Everybody has to support each other.
I think
Let me show you something.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Okay. Ahí va, Shai. Oh my God. Oh, this is gonna get good now.
Look at this. You see this right here? This is Fabian's new single.
Okay.
This is his CD. You know how much I paid for this?
Mm-hmm.
$15. Fabian is a good friend of mine. I didn't say, yo, Fabian, you're my friend. Give me the CD for free. No, you have to support your artists. Artists should support artists as well. This guy right here, beautiful song, by the way. It's worth it. It's worth buying. If the song is good, buy it. Stop being
great message that you are the example. If you are the first one purchasing it, we all have to purchase it because that's the way. That's the way.
It's support.
Look, the same thing too. Sammy Zone has a song out. I Believe in Love is coming out. I think tomorrow. He sent me the track a couple days ago. I just pre-ordered it today. I have the track already. I bought the whole thing. It cost me like $8. Like he said, giving somebody free stuff is not supporting the artist. If you want to support the artist, you buy the tracks, go to the shows, buy a ticket, buy a T-shirt. That's how. Share a link. There's so many ways that you have to support an artist. And even if you don't have the financial means, even if you're struggling, share a YouTube link. Share a Spotify link.
Let me ask you a question. If you're going to somehow give like a Facebook license to a few of us, I will to allow Watch Party. Give me, please, a license for one of your artists. Her name is what's her name? The artist that you have, the lady, the girl that I like her, Taina.
Yeah.
If you're
going, look, like I said, everything's communication. Just let me know. Now, no problem.
Just ask.
When I'm gonna ask you, I would say, can I play this one in my watch party? And see how it is that we can, because I think watch parties are very successful. I do it all day long. From what you're gonna hear from me is watch parties. And
I believe in it. Like I said, as long as it's communication, it is not a problem. Okay, and to all the fans out there that want to be in the music business, you know what? Dish out your own money. Put together a show, book the artist, spend your own money, press up your own shirts, press up your own CDs, see how much money comes out of your own pocket, yes, and then see how much money you can try to get back. Then you understand the struggles that we all go through as artists, as labels, as producers. Yeah. Only then will you honestly appreciate what we go through, the Zekes, the Bryans, the me, everybody else as show producers and everything else like that, and artists and labels. They're not spending that money, so they don't have a right or they don't have the qualifications to even speak on it or leave an opinion. If you're a fan, listen to the music, share the music, but don't speak on the inside politics on it, especially if it's not your money. Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Shai, one last word, one last comment before we go. For now, we're gonna go for now.
Yes, we'll go for now.
For now, because I believe that this one we're gonna be here for. This is gonna be episode 2 and part 3 and part 4. This one.
And you know something, like I said, it's all about, and Jose Ramos said it in the comments. It's all about communication, respect, and support for one another. You understand? If we support each other, there's no stopping us. Free is not support. No. Oh, give me a song for free and I'll support it. I'll share it to everybody. We all have that access. We can all do that. You understand what I'm saying? You support by moving revenue through the genre. So that way, when the big wigs, the executives, like people say, see, yo, what's going on down there? Let me check it out. There might be some potential here. We might not see it in our lifetime, but maybe my sons will see it. Maybe my sons will be freestyle artists making millions of dollars. Because why? Because the world changes. The world turns. The music turns. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to make your genre look good. You know what I'm saying? You have to make that genre look good. You know why? Because if it's crap, it's crap. And people are going to respect it as such. But if you have galas and you have great events and you have all this stuff, people are going to go, you know what? Let me take a look at that. And that's what we need. We need to support one another.
One last word from Andre, and we out of here for now.
Yeah.
Andre.
Okay. If I could just give a shameless plug, Saturday night, 8 p.m., 6 Cents TV, pay-per-view event, Sammy Zone and Noel, and a portion of the proceeds is going to be sent to Noel for his recovery efforts. Because as you know, he was in a serious motorcycle accident, and everyone's just trying to support him. So on 6 Cents TV on Saturday night, is going to be Noel and Sammy Zone on pay-per-view. It was pre-recorded, lots of effects, lots of good stuff, and like I said, a portion of the proceeds is going to help Noel with his medical expenses.
Okay,
so, and that's it.
Shai, the gala, because there's a lot of people over here.
August 28th, the gala in New Jersey. Go to www.castilloempire.com for the tickets. It's going to be a great night, and you guys deserve it. You guys deserve to give yourself a treat, to go out and have a good time. We're going to be COVID fine, social distancing. The place is going to be big enough. Bring your mask, bring your oxygen tanks, bring what you need to bring. We're going to
all
be
right,
good.
people, we out for now, but we're coming back in a little while, okay? We out for now. Thank you so much for watching. And
freestyle.
Thank you.
You know what it is.
Take care, guys.
You know what it is.
Peace. Thank you all for the support.
Later.